Boogeyman Ben. Horror Zone.
Hey everyone, it's Boogeyman Ben. Hope everyone's doing well and everyone's having a great day. This is a video that I'm going to be showcasing some new DVD and Blu-ray pickups that I've gotten over the last month. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Well, I did one right after Christmas with some of the Christmas DVDs and Blu-rays that I got. But this one is pretty substantial compared to the number of ones that I've done recently. This one I have actually been picking up quite a few Blu-rays and DVDs. I'm unemployed right now, so a lot of my time is either looking for work and when I have to take a break from that, because you can only do that for so many hours at a time before you start going stir crazy. Today is going to be showcasing new DVDs and Blu-rays that I've picked up, and I hope everyone looks forward to this segment. Please stay tuned. So the first one I want to showcase is Knights of Badassdom, which is one that I've been looking for a long time now. I could have gotten it off of Amazon, but I really just wanted to see if I could find it at a local place around where I live. Found it at Rasputin's for a really cheap price. Of course, it is secondhand. But this is a film that if you follow the Movie Crypt podcast with Adam Green and Joe Lynch, this was Joe Lynch's film. It's kind of got a little controversy behind it because it was a film that really he directed and had put a lot of input into, and then eventually I think the studio just kind of recut the film and just shoved it out into the DVD and Blu-ray market about a year ago. And he kind of washed his hands of it because it just didn't turn out to be the film that he intended to do. His cut was not used, so it's pretty sad that that happened to Joe Lynch. But just because I really like Joe Lynch, and I plan to do a segment on Joe Lynch's films as well as Adam Green's films that I haven't already talked about on this channel. But I actually enjoyed the film. I watched it on Netflix I'm going to say about 6 months ago, and ever since then I've been looking for it. It's got a great cast. Steve Zahn, Peter Dinklage. It's got some pretty cool features on it. Some are with Joe Lynch talking about the film. There was also a San Diego Comic-Con panel. I haven't watched all of the behind-the-scenes stuff, but really looking forward to checking some of this out. So yeah, Knights of Badassdom, was really happy to pick this one up. The next one I picked up was the Lazarus Effect, and I actually had a hard time finding this one. I don't know if people remember, but in my year-end movie top 10 movies or horror movies of 2015, I put this one as an honorary mention. This movie blew me away because I actually had heard nothing but bad reviews or mixed reviews about it, and when I watched it I actually really enjoyed it, so was really happy to pick this one up. Again, found it at Rasputin's for a really reasonable price. And it's got one special feature on it, and that's called Creating Fear, the Making of the Lazarus Effect. I watched that, and it was actually pretty in-depth. A lot of these special features now on Blu-rays and DVDs are pretty sparse, but this one actually went on for almost 20 minutes, so I was pretty surprised. So yeah, The Lazarus Effect. Excellent film. Very underrated, in my opinion. Another movie I mentioned in my top 10 horror films of 2015 was Knock Knock. This was actually in my top 10. And I actually still really like this film. I rewatched it, still think it holds up well. I actually liked it a little better the second time. But yeah, I really think this movie's underrated. It's probably my favorite Eli Roth film. And there's some pretty good special features. I haven't listened to the audio commentary, but I did watch The Art of Destruction, The Making of Knock Knock featurette. And it's really in-depth and really interesting. And like I said, I have a lot of respect for Keanu Reeves for doing a film like this. So really happy to pick this one up. And I picked up The Barons at Rasputin's as well. And this was a film that I had never seen before, but it was directed by Darren Lynn Bousman. I'm a big fan of him. He directed a segment of Tales from Halloween. He also directed Saws 2, 3, and 4. He directed Mother's Day. He directed Repo the Generic Rock Opera, The Devil's Carnival, two films I haven't seen. I haven't seen 11, 11, 11 either. But I really like The Barons. Watched it last night for the first time. Was a big fan of Stephen Moyer from True Blood when it was actually a good show. But yeah, I really liked this. This film was very creepy. I know that it's gotten kind of mixed reviews, but I really liked it, and I think it just plays into my fears of being kind of lost in the woods and the whole thing on the Jersey Devil, the myths and things like that. I thought it was a really well done film. Was really happy to get it. There's only one special feature on it, and it's a deleted scene that has a commentary with Darren Lynn Bousman and director of photography Joseph White. But a really excellent film, and I was so glad I found it. My next pickup is Fear the Walking Dead, the complete first season. I found this at Target for $10, and this usually runs about $26 with tax, so I was really happy to pick this one up. And I'm actually a fan of this show. I don't know why some people are so critical of it. You cannot compare it to the original Walking Dead series because this one takes place when the outbreak first happens, so these people are not aware of what's going on. Whereas on the current Walking Dead show, they've been involved in this. That they know that it's zombies and they know what's going on. In this one, they're finding out what's going on. It's also in a different setting. It's set in Los Angeles. And I actually really like this show. I mean, it was only 6 episodes, so it's very similar to the first season of Walking Dead in terms of its structure and length. But I liked it. I'm really looking forward to season 2. And like I said, $10. You can't beat this one. And the special bonus features they have are a look at the series and inside the characters of Fear the Walking Dead. And I was so happy to find this at such a reasonable price. The next pickup for me was Goosebumps with Jack Black. Now this was one I wanted to see in the theater last year but never got around to it. As you can see, it's still shrink wrapped. I haven't opened it up yet because I was going to watch it with my wife and we didn't have a chance to watch it last night when I picked it up. But really excited to watch this one. Seems like a lot of fun. And I just opted for the DVD for this one. The Blu-ray was a little pricier than I wanted to spend right now. Plus, I was picking up the Fear the Walking Dead at the same time. Now, the special features on the Blu-ray, they have a few more things. This one just has Beginner's Guide to Surviving a Goosebumps Creature and strange things are happening on set. But this is just fine for me. And I haven't even seen the film yet, so I don't know if I'm going to like it, but was really happy to pick it up and hope it's a good watch. Next one I picked up is Sinister II, and this was in my top 10 of horror films from last year. This was number 10 on my list. I still really like this film and don't understand the flack it gets. I do think there's some structure issues with it. I don't think it's as strong as the original Sinister, but I still really like it. I like that the filmmakers wrote a different story. It's not just a carbon copy of the first film. And I think there's some really, really intense moments in this film and some scenes that are really cringeworthy. So, yeah, and the DVD and the Blu-ray both had the same special features. So you have deleted scenes, time to watch another, the making of Sinister 2, and then you have a feature commentary with director Sirian Foy. But I think it's an underappreciated film, and I think people that are fans of the first Sinister should at least give it a watch. The next film I want to show is the only non-horror film in this collection. And this is one of my favorite films from last year and probably my favorite biopic of an artist or a group, and that's Straight Outta Compton. Now, I grew up and still do love Dr. Dre and Ice Cube. I didn't know a lot about NWA, though. I got into Cube and Dre when the group had kind of parted ways and they were in their solo careers. But this film is fantastic, and I still cannot believe that this film has not been nominated for Best Picture. It's fantastic. All of the performers are fantastic in this. The special features here are pretty interesting. There's some deleted scenes which I thought were really good. Becoming NWA, deleted song performance, NWA The Origins, Impact, Director's Journey, The Streets filming in Compton, NWA performs in Detroit, feature commentary and director with director-producer F. Gary Gray. The only thing about the special features on here, they were very quick. So, like, I wish it would have been one big, almost behind the scenes, because these little segments added up to about 7 to 8 minutes. So it's like you'd be getting into it and then it'd be over. So that's the only thing that kind of sucked about this. But this film is amazing. If you haven't seen Straight Outta Compton, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Amazing, amazing film. Just one of the best I've ever seen. Next film I want to show is Hotel Transylvania 2. I picked this one up the same day I picked up Sinister 2, which was a couple weeks ago. And I didn't see this one in the theater either, and I really wanted to because I loved the original film. But I actually liked Hotel Transylvania 2, and my wife and I watched it. We had a great time watching it. It's a lot of fun. Picked up the Blu-ray DVD combo. It's got a ton of special features, which I haven't watched yet. So you see the Blu-ray exclusives, you got deleted scenes, you got a sing-along. Then the DVD special features, you got the Fifth Harmony music video, I'm in Love with a Monster, character sketch gallery, commentary with director, Commentary with Adam Sandler, Robert Smigel, and Alan Covert. So the film is just a lot of fun. Reminds me of the cartoons I loved growing up, and I really think it's better than the original. So yeah, check out Hotel Transylvania 2 if you're a fan of the first one. The next pickup for me was Deathgasm, and this was a movie I had heard so much about, and my buddy Jason from Beyond the Realms had picked it as his #1 horror film from last year. And so like I said, I got to check this one out, and I actually really loved it. It's a lot of fun. If you like metal, if you like horror, it's the movie for you. It's got a lot of cool special effects. It's got a really cool story, great cast of characters, and it's got some pretty good special features. You got commentary with writer-director Jason Lee Howden, featurettes, music video, Bullet Belt, Deathgasm trailer, and the teaser. And the director had actually been on the Movie Crypt podcast, so that was another reason why I wanted to check this one out. And the last one I'm going to be showcasing is Grindhouse, which includes both films of Planet Terror and Death Proof together as they were released in theaters in 2007. So you have all the trailers and everything. It was a fantastic release that I couldn't pass up. Found it at Best Buy of all places for $9. And it's got a really cool, it's really cool, I really love it. And it says Grindhouse, and this is a slipcase. So the back of it shows like what's all on it. So you have disc 1, Planet Terror. It's got intermission cards. It also has the trailers, Werewolf Women of the SS, Don't trailer, Thanksgiving. Then you have Death Proof with the Planet Terror commentary, Robert Rodriguez, audience reaction track to Thanksgiving trailer, commentary by Eli Roth and co-writer actor Jeff Rendell, and then disc 2, all new bonus features, Robert Rodriguez's 10-minute cooking school, the mega effects of Planet Terror, the hot rods of Death Proof, the production design of Death Proof, the making of the trailers. And just to show the front, really like that. And then inside, and the inside of the disc is pretty badass too. Take this out. See about this right there. Then you have this insert right here. And it has like all of the features and everything. It's got images of all the actors that are in the films. So yeah, excellent release. Was really happy to get this. So I want to thank everyone for taking the time to watch this and showcasing all of these amazing movies that I have. And thanks so much for the support and everything. A lot of nice comments on the video I did earlier in the week where I talked about losing my job and everything. It really means a lot. All of the nice comments. And I will be doing my shout out video next. And I will be answering everybody's messages to me. I have the time now, so I will be getting back to everybody who's left a comment or a message. Sorry I've fallen behind so much in that regard, but I will be catching up, and I will be doing a shout-out video later this week, as well as some other surprises that I have in store for my audience. So I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks so much for watching, and please leave your comments and thoughts below on the Blu-rays and DVDs that I picked up. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Take it easy. Stay scared.